All right, so when we're graphing, I got x squared, and then I got x squared plus 3. And I'm just going to graph those first two. But what's the plus c do? It moves it up 3. Well, what's the minus 5 do? X squared minus 5. Okay. Moves it down. Now, one thing you have to do is you have to give me typically 3 to 4 points. So you just can't just roughly draw it. It needs to be accurate. Okay, it needs to be accurate, at least 3 or 4 or 5 points. Now with x squared, it's a little bit easier to do 5 points. Now the x squared graph, you should know 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4, negative 1, 1, and negative 2, 4. Now, if you can figure out where the points are based upon the transformation, that's fine, but you also have the option of going to the table, and then you got y1, y2, and y3. You can figure out the points from there as well. But you said the second one was shifted up 3, right? Well, I'm just going to move it up 3, and I'm just going to do it a different color, and I'm going to move each point up 3. And I think you might have to go a little bit off of your graph for that second one. And then the other one is minus 5, so I start at negative 5. And then in 1, 2. Each of the points is moved down 5. Okay. So have those key points. Don't just, slap it down there. Make sure you identify those. Now, if you look at, and you're going to try and figure out the rules here. So if y equals f of x and c is a positive number. All right, y equals f of x plus c, which just means, so what does this mean? That is like y equals x squared is our base function. Well, what happens when I add a constant to it? It shifts the graph of your original function. How? Moves it up how many units? Whatever that c is. So it shifts the graph of y equals f of x up c units. And then if it's a minus c, it's going to shift it down c units. Down c units. All right, now we're going to jump to the back just because I want to make sure I have you do something correctly. So go to the back of the first page, page 2. And yep, go to where the right above halfway there, the first graph is 25 minus x squared. You see that? Go ahead and clear the others out, and let's graph that on your calculator. Okay, second square root 25 minus x squared graph. All right, it technically does hit the x-axis, and here's what I want you to do. I want you to use the table to come out with any integer ordered pairs so that I can plot those. So we're going to graph that one on that grid. So I want to plot all of the integer ordered pairs that occur for that, so that we are at least accurate to this one. Well, it hits now below negative 5, it says error, right? There's nothing there. First one, it hits at negative 5, 0. I'm going to plot that point. What's the next ordered pair, integer ordered pair? I don't want any of the decimals that it hits at. Negative 4 what? 3. So negative 4, 3. What's the next one? Negative 3, 4. I think we get decimals for negative 2 and negative 1, right? But what about 0? 0, 5. You should get 3, 4, and you should get 4, 3, and the last one's 5, 0. So it's gonna look like that. It's a semicircle. Okay, it's a semicircle. But what you wanna do is you wanna take a look at what happens to those, not just the points on the left and the right, but the 3, 4, and the -4, -3. You wanna see what happens to those as well. Right. And one other little thing on there, I made a mistake. If you look below there, not on that line, but below it for h of x, does it say 1/2 square root of 25 minus 0.5 x squared? Do you see where that is? Yeah. All right, the 1/2 out in front shouldn't be there. I screwed up. Yep, right there. Not the first h. Nope, that one's okay. That one down there. The one on the bottom. Yep, that 1/2. That 1/2 should be. Nope, that one's okay. That one's okay. The first 1/2 is okay. It's that second one. Yeah. Good. Yep, that one right there. That is. All right, go ahead and start at the front. And then once you get that done, here's what you got. I'm going to give you, there's an answer key for this on, where's it at? There's so many stinking tabs. All right, if you go to here, maybe. It'll be right here on the front, but it's also under modules. If you hit guided notes key, it'll have that sheet basically so you can verify whether you've done everything correctly and if you need to fix anything. Okay, so do that, check your notes, make sure they're good, hit the guided notes key, and then there is an assignment, which is right here. So once you get the guided notes done, there's your assignments for 35 through 68. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Use graph paper if you have it. If not, make sure you